Assalamualaikum and good morning to Swaziland. My name is Adil bin Muhammad Anwar. My matric number is 23DBT20F1016. So now I'm going to do a bacteria enumeration lab simulation. So firstly, we will click on the blackboard to view a large board for discussion. So here we will read through it. So we will do a variable plate count. So the procedure of variable plate count is we will be testing for samples of water. For the variable count, the samples include is first water from a drinking fountain, second boiled water from a drinking fountain, third sample is water from the local river, and fourth sample is boiled water from the local river. So the procedure is we will take 6 dilution tubes, each containing 9 ml of sterile saline. Second, we will dilute 1 ml of a sample by withdrawing 1 ml of the sample and dispensing this 1 ml into the first dilution tube. And while using the same procedure, withdraw 1 ml from the first dilution tube and dispense into the second dilution tube. Subsequently, withdraw 1 ml from the second dilution tube and dispense into the third dilution tube. Continue doing this from tube to tube until the dilution is complete. So the fourth procedure is we will transfer 1 ml from each of only the last 3 dilution tubes onto the surface of the corresponding agar plates, and we will incubate the agar plates at 37 Celsius for 48 hours. We will choose a plate that appears to have between 30 and 300 range colonies. And we will count the exact number of colony on the plate and calculate the number of CFUS per ml of original sample as follows. So we will start the lab virtual. First, we will click on the dilution tube rack. That contain 9 ml of sterile saline solution. I will click on the water sample to bring the samples to the table. And then after that we will click on eyedropper to withdraw 1 ml of sample 1, that is fountain water, and dispense this to the first dilution tube. So we will click again on the eyedropper to withdraw 1 ml from the first dilution tube and dispense into the second dilution tube, and subsequently withdraw 1 ml from the second dilution tube and dispense into the third dilution tube. We will continue doing this from tube to tube until the dilution is completed through dilution tube 6. So next, the dilution for each of the 6 dilution tubes can be summarized in the image like below. Dilution tube 1 has a 1/10 dilution with a dilution factor of 10. The dilution factor for each of the tube is listed below. So next, we will be inoculating agar plates with the last 3 broth culture dilution. So we will click on the agar plates and then click on the eyedropper to transfer 1 ml of dilution 4 to 1, 1 ml of dilution 5 to plate 2, and 1 ml of dilution 6 to plate 3. So after we have transferred it, we will click on the agar plate to place them in the incubator at 37 Celsius for 48 hours. Now we will need to perform the same dilution and inoculating steps for each of the test samples. The process is the same for each sample, and we will assume the process of dilution and inoculation has been completed for all 4 of the water samples, and the 48 hours of incubation time has now been completed. So after the incubator, we'll click on the incubator to bring all of the inoculated agar plates to the table. Each of the groups of inoculated plates is labeled with the source of their respective sample. So we will click on one of the sample groups to view the bacterial growth of the individual dilutions. So we will click on the first agar plate. So we will view the 4 samples of the agar plates. So the first plate of fountain water. So we will count it. This is for 10,000 of dilution factor. And now we will view the dilution factor for 100,000. So each sample have a different colony. Like this one, the 1 million have a 1 colony only. So we will see all the plates and count, and we will record it in the lab manual, in the lab report. So that's all for viable plate count.